Like, I literally had a meeting in 11th grade with a rabbi. First time ever meeting with him in private. And he was like, how many times a week?
No!
I swear to God. Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what?
crazy.
And he was like, let's get those numbers down.
Oh my
And he was
God.
like earnest about it. He was like, I'm here to help you.
Wait, that's such an inappropriate question also.
That's real.
Yes.
Dude,
That is
that's
absolutely
really
wild.
intense.
Agree.
And that was in the light yeshiva.
Well, you know what's crazy though is, to me, in my mind, that never even crossed my mind. That
How could
you
it?
shouldn't be asking that. I was just
Yeah.
like, thank you for helping me get closer to God by not touching my penis. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is the Yenta podcast, the podcast where I'm going to get all of your juicy secrets.
Yeah.
Do you know what Yenta means, Eitan?
Big mouth. A lady who tells everyone the secrets that she hears.
Exactly. Tell
My
me all
mom.
your secrets. Your mother told me a lot, actually.
I mean, that's the thing is that it was an accusation my mom would throw on us. I didn't think she didn't like us snitching.
It's a derogatory
Yeah.
term.
No, it's
but
not
we are
good.
reclaiming.
Yeah.
We're reclaiming Yenta. Justice for Yentas.
It's like a derogatory term like Vildachaya or comedian.
nice.
Clip it.
I'm Ray Schiller. I'm the host. I'm the Yenta. Today with us on the Yenta podcast, we have an amazing guest co-host.
Where?
No,
You talking about me?
Yeah. You talking about me? Zach Adler, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
On Instagram.
I'm clapping it. You just can't hear. Yeah. Zach.
I'm imagining claps.
Zach, tell
Yeah, what's up?
us about yourself.
Oh, wow. So I have a long list of mental disorders. No, I live 3 blocks away from here, Crown Heights. Yeah, I'm like in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're in Crown Heights. This is a special Jewy. This is a Jew bro edition.
This is a very Jewish episode of your pod.
Yeah.
I am.
More Jewy than other episodes, if you can believe it.
Listen,
I
walking
think so.
over here, it felt like Anna Tefka. Like it felt like I was walking
We're in
through.
Fiddler on the roof.
Yeah.
You saw Tevye hanging out
Literally.
here singing tradition.
There was a tax audit happening across the street. Look, I don't want to wave some heft around this early in the pod, but I do want to say I might be the most Jewy on this couch. I want to say I have some claims.
I don't know. Let Eitan
Going
introduce
purely by
himself.
name numbers.
And let Eitan introduce himself.
Yeshiva
and
till
then
24,
we'll
baby.
fight it
Yeshiva
out.
until 24.
24.
Did you go Jewish day school, all that stuff?
Absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
let's have a from off.
Let's have a from off.
Don't worry, we're gonna have a from off. I'll run circles around you, bro.
Yeah.
My Torah skill.
It's on. It's on. It's on.
Oh,
Parshas
Shavua
Chayes
stuff.
Torah.
Lamed
Let's go.
Amin
Let's go.
Aleph.
Oh my god! Wait, it is Chayes Torah? No, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
We're nowhere near it. Yeah, from off. There it is.
We're already crushing.
Okay, Eitan, introduce
I'm
yourself.
Eitan Levine. I have the Jewish or Antisemitic podcast, baby, and TikTok and all that stuff.
And it's really funny.
Thank you.
Is it Jewish or is it anti-Semitic?
You want to play a quick one right now?
Oh,
We
yeah,
were
let's do
wondering.
it.
Yeah.
There's one that's going to be coming out on Monday. Mr. Peanut, Jewish or anti-Semitic?
Ooh.
And I have an answer.
Anti-Semitic.
What do you think?
Nuts. Jews are always allergic.
I was thinking.
that's actually not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I was thinking anti-Semitic because he's vaguely aristocratic. And like that, he seems like he would
Yeah.
support the Nazi Party if it was
That is what I said.
Yeah.
It looks like he was
The
like.
top hat.
It literally looks like he was like the Reichstag's accountant.
Yes,
like,
yes.
He just looks
He
like he was in
financed
charge of the media
the
in Germany.
monocle.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's never been
That guy
a
was
top
into
hat
gas
monocle
chambers, yeah.
combination that Jews have liked. We like the top hat,
Yeah.
but we don't like the monocle and then the cane. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's true.
Yenta and is it Jewish or anti-Semitic crossover
Whoa.
episode?
What?
Now
And then what
this
did
is
I
gonna
have?
blow
During the
up.
writer's strike.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Solidarity with
Yeah.
the writers pre-WGA.
Yeah,
Are you
that's right.
WGA?
I am not WGA. I don't
Yeah.
have to be, but I do stand with the writers.
We stand with
you
the
know.
right. We are brave.
Although I found out a project that I'm tied to is like every project is now like a little bit like we gotta wait a minute. When I found that out, I realized I have to actually solve this.
You're like anti-strike because you're a Jew.
I want them together. That's right. Yeah. We don't strike. We resolve. They should go to Beit Din.
We fight it out. We yell it out.
They should go to Beit Din.
They should have a Beit Din decide. What are we talking about here? They gotta have the Writers Guild and then Netflix go off to a Beit Din. Let the Beit Din decide. There's a Hasidic answer to this. There's a Jewish answer.
What the Gemara would say about the writers' strike.
The Gemara is very pro workers' rights. I will say very pro workers' rights.
Fair.
Quote it.
I mean, even you want to go to slavery, like even the slave, you're supposed to treat slaves with a modicum of decency. They're supposed to eat before you eat, all that stuff. Like it is, and then just in regard,
people don't realize how progressive that is for that time.
It's insane, but like it's
so
crazy.
I think we'll cut that part. Actually, we don't need more anti-Semites.
No, I can't say that.
No, fuck that.
No, wait,
we were the best.
We were the
owners.
best slave
But
owners.
even I'm talking about that. Even like if you go back in the debate, I do actually think that there is merit in a lot of the Torah being very progressive until it
For
was
the
like
time.
later on.
Yeah.
With women's issues.
It was
and stuff
progressive
like
for
that.
like the whole universe up until that point.
Yeah.
like
For
they,
the time,
the whole tithing thing and the whole like you have to leave. What's that thing? Pale. You have to like leave a corner of the field for poor people.
Yeah,
that's a welfare state.
Yeah. No,
that is Bernie fucking Sanders. Let's go.
AOC wrote Talmud Bavli. This is
really
a
hope
fact.
not.
This is a fact. This is what we call a fact where I'm from.
AOC Talmud Bavli.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man.
Wait, you were talking about the Beit Din. I had this idea last week that someone should make like how Netflix is like obsessed now with Orthodox Jews. Like
Jewish matchmaking just came out today.
Right? They're obsessed with us.
What is it called?
Jewish matchmaking.
Oh, that's a bad name.
It's
It's
like the same
What
company
about
as
Shadchan?
Indian.
It should be called Shadchan.
Oh, it should be called
Shoulda.
Shotgun Wedding.
Yes.
Like
unorthodox.
Yeah.
Shadchan.
Till unorthodox till death do we part. Like something like that.
Do you think we're like ready though for like a gritty like crime drama about like a seedy Betin that like takes like bribes and shit?
I actually did
Pitch
work
that.
on a short script about a rabbi who, because the rabbi hit squads. The whole
for like the get.
Yeah, the get refusals and stuff like that. I actually think there is something fascinating because there's a rabbi who if I'm not
Can
mistaken,
we explain like to the people who have no idea what that is?
there's the rabbi hit squads where the rabbis find halachic loopholes where they're able to get a bunch of like to pay off the mafia or to get a bunch of like strong Jewish dudes to go and get gets in some cases. There's
Like
just
divorces.
financial situations.
Jewish divorce.
Yeah.
Jewish divorce.
They basically
Jewish
force
divorce.
husbands who are keeping their wives married to them.
Yeah.
According to Jewish law, they basically put the fear of God in them.
Yeah, they break some kneecaps in order to get the gets.
I have a really good friend in LA, Alicia, who is who wrote a play about it actually, and it's being performed in Boston. She won some big play award about
what was her
about
angle?
this thing.
Was it dark comedy?
I don't know.
Hard to find comedy in it, but like you
But
could.
Come
yeah,
on.
for sure. You can find comedy in everything.
I'm sorry.
Go
You're
off.
ready for this? Imagine a bunch of Hasidic guys trying to navigate a baseball bat. You kidding
What,
me?
like how to
Yeah,
use it?
there's no like hold them
They
down.
play
No, you hold them
baseball.
down.
Yeah.
These aren't exactly the most
The idea of a guy
threatening.
in a strimal with payas,
Yeah.
who's like the bruiser, who's like,
Yeah.
buddy, you think you're the kid? I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, but he's Hasidic. That is hilarious.
No.
No, but it's more of like a Jewish thing. It's like no, you're not gonna give it the gets.
No, your kneecaps. Was macht the kneecap? What do we?
Was macht my
Okay, you're throwing out the Yiddish. I think
little
you might win the
No, come
Jewish.
on.
I don't know. Do you know Yiddish?
I don't know.
I know
Yiddish.
Vishmachta because
Yeah.
that means like that's like what's up. That's how you go.
Yeah.
That's how you like dap up the homies
Yeah.
in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
As you go
Oh.
up to a chassid, you go
The boys.
Vishmachta my yid, and
You get
give
the
them
boys
dap.
together, you say V'smachta,
Yeah.
V'smachta for
Hit up some
breaking,
Sean at Grill on Lee. Let's go
yeah.
Thursday night, vibing out.
Smachta, bro.
Can I make an actual about children and stuff like that? Is that when I was there have been times in my life where I've been completely like thrown off all parts of Judaism. The one thing that I always like, the one constant was whenever, because I like to take very long walks I was walking through. Anytime I'd walk through Williamsburg or something like that, I would always stop in like a real schmaltzy, over the top, like kugel chillin' situation.
Yeah,
no matter how irreligious I was.
And they would just let you in, and they're like, "Here's chillin'."
I'm imagining you walking in like this, like this burst of color in that very black and white,
just like Pleasantville.
Like, yeah.
But
That's awesome.
I was chilling.
I'm surprised they let you in.
I was shocked. Well,
whoa, it's money.
It's
like,
also
what?
I'm a
did
dude.
you pay?
Yeah. I'm not going to like yeshiva Gedola. I'm going into like
that's my
shifts.
How funny would that be if you're like, I used to go on
for
long.
bringing the shul.
No, I for bringing the noise, for bringing the funk.
Eitan, how funny would that be if you would be like, I used to go on long walks, so I would like stop in at like Torah Vodaas or like a yeshiva in Flatbush and just ask for cholent.
Yeah, no matter how.
People do that.
I could. I think I could.
I'm sure. My brother is like very yeshivish.
Yeah.
But he would totally just like walk into a shul.
I could walk.
But
in,
he looks the part more.
That's the other thing.
He would blend in.
You know, I don't exactly. Now I'm wearing a little bit of an over the top shirt, but I think they accept
It's
me.
a great shirt.
Yeah.
Did you wear that shirt because you were like, I'm going on a queer podcast?
Yeah.
I got to wear like the pink.
Yeah, solidarity
Yeah,
with the union, with the second union. Look at all these
I don't know.
unions.
You're kind of repping Mitzrayim right now, and it's making me very uncomfortable. I don't wear this. That is an oppressor's shirt.
I don't wear this during April, out of respect for my ancestors. I make sure nowhere near Pesach to be wearing this.
Pesach, the second May starts, you're like, I'm bringing that in.
You know what I can't stop thinking about? The idea that you're like, that you thought it was like, listen, even during my most irreligious times, I would always make sure to do a mincha ma'ariv at yeshiva-boi. Even I would never let it go so far back into
I would
myself.
fuck a shiksa, and then I would walk next door and chop a ma'ariv.
You're supposed to. That's a good one. I think honestly, he may be the winner. You know?
How can we prove who's the most Jewy?
Well, you did Central and MMY.
Yeah.
And
Why
MMY.
do I immediately think we have to take out our dicks for that?
Oh, yeah. Who has less foreskin?
I win with that one, bro.
Hey, true.
You never see a sex toy with a foreskin. They always are capless.
Damn.
You know?
Capitalist?
Capitalist.
Oh,
And
capitalist.
Yeah.
Always all my sex toys
Capitalist
are.
in their obsession with shaving off the extra fat.
Yeah. No, it's not a charity. No, it's not a charity. Come on. This is a library.
First of all, is it possible, hear me out, call me crazy, that penises with a foreskin look bad? They look worse. They look like the things from Dune.
That's
Really
what
suffocating.
That's what the
Take
Jews
your blanket
think.
off.
Yeah, I think we're here.
Yeah, that's a bit propaganda.
Yeah,
but we've done a great job.
We've done
at least in
incredible.
America.
I don't know what schmegma tastes like or smells like, so I have no way to.
Are you
Schmegma.
What?
Schmeckle?
Schmegma?
What is schmegma?
That's the little dirt that gets under the foreskin. Because the issue with having foreskin is that you get like dirt and gunk in there and stuff. Yeah, and it makes it smelly.
Did you just make that up?
No, swear. Look it up.
That sounds really
everyone take
medical.
out your phones.
Eitan, there's no way in hell.
Everyone take out your work computers.
If you just say "sh" in the beginning of any word,
Smegma.
It sounds not real.
Schmegma. Schmegma.
Schmala.
No, you know schmoil. You know
Schmazel. It's a real thing. Schmegma. You know what? You want my favorite foreskin joke? You ready for this? Mitch Fatel, stand-up comic. It's really, really funny. His foreskin joke is, they took away my foreskin when I was younger. They didn't even ask me. They just took it away. And they did it because they say it's cleaner. What does that mean? Is there someone at home that's just like, this damn penis, I scrub and scrub and scrub, and I still can't get out these stubborn stains. Grape juice on my penis, that'll never come out.
And then it's like an OxyClean.
Mitch Fatel, not my joke. Yeah.
Shout out, Mitch.
Shout out, Mitch. R.I.P. No, he's alive. He's alive.
I think foreskins get too much hate.
Huh.
Call me crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
go off, Quaid.
I'm familiar with the foreskin.
What do you think of it?
I've had some foreskin exposure in my life.
Really?
What was
Yeah.
your take or your thought when you saw it?
Look at that naked mole rat.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's it like? This is a
Roasted.
popsicle.
I think it was just like
Brown popsicle.
it was not brown.
I don't know. That pink popsicle?
I think you need exposure.
Never seen one. I've never seen any penises.
Yeah, I've never
Even
seen
on
What about
Yes.
in porn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't look at the ones in porn.
Put my hand up. I'm like, no.
I'm not gay. I don't look at the penis in porn.
There is
I put
something
my
gay
finger-
about
look at
how
their
much
faces.
porn that guys watch.
Oh, yeah. I've
Is
seen a
there-
lot of penises in
Yeah.
my
Porn is inherently gay because it's theater.
They just start singing
Do you know
in the middle.
what? Do you know what?
It's not real.
Do you know my porn credit? You didn't
way.
research this? You ready? Can I blow your mind right now?
Yeah.
Well,
This is 100%
yeah.
real. You can verify it. When I used to be an entertainment journalist, and when I was an entertainment journalist at Elite Daily, they did a 3-part documentary series on me where I did 3 weird jobs. And one of the jobs was that I got to pitch a porn to. Did you not know this?
I did not know this.
I got to pitch a porn to a porn company, and it got made, and it's on Pornhub right now. I got to write.
Was it a Jewy porn?
You pitched a porn.
I got pitched a porn, and it got made.
You pitched a porn.
And it is, Hamilton?
No way, dude.
I wrote Hamilton.
An
American
I've heard
music-
of Hamilton.
You're looking
It's like
at
kind of famous.
My name's in the fucking credits. Swear
As
to
the
God.
writer,
wrote that
as
shit?
you, or
the
you were
writer.
in it.
Yeah, no, I wrote it.
Wait.
I pitched it. I'm not even joking. My phone's over there. I swear to Christ.
Sir, it's an honor to meet you. I'm a
Thank
fan
you.
of your work.
Yeah, well, I wrote.
Zach is a fan.
So I actually haven't seen it, but
Oh,
is
you
it,
gotta.
knowing you wrote it now,
Yeah.
is that a porn that's like funny? It's a comedic porn?
It's 10. So I wrote I'd say about 15 to 20% of the script is what ended up, my script ended up being used. I came up with the name. I came up with some of the plot. I was not there when they shot it because I did not want to be, and they did not want me there for that.
Right.
And then it won 2 AVN awards. So I actually won 2 AVN
there's
porn
a
awards.
lot I need
Do you
to
have them
deconstruct
hung
right
up
now.
in your mantle?
Yeah, I do have.
What do the AVN awards look
God.
like? Are they dicks?
Is this your phone? Whose
That's
phone
my
is this?
phone,
Yeah.
What, you want me to
Google him
look up
right
the
now.
Go ahead.
Google
What are we
Eitan
Googling?
porn.
Eitan Levine, AVN.
Yeah, I'm terrified to Google Eitan porn.
Yeah,
Eitan Levine.
AVN.
Jesus fuck.
I won for best clever title and best sound correct. Isn't that crazy?
Hamilton,
awesome.
the Jew. Dude, there's a Jerusalem Post.
Yeah,
the
the
Jewish
Jerusalem
man
Post did, yeah.
behind the porn parody.
Yeah, I swear to God. Isn't that crazy?
Well, this is.
Did you?
Give us some of the excerpts.
So I remember that the original script was like, what does it take to make a well-endowed man shooting flashes and gashes in the Caribbean? So it was like, it was 10 pages of rap, and it got made. It fully, actually, what was kind of funny was that I was at Elite Daily, and it got made it got put on hiatus when I was at Elite Daily. Then they fire everybody at Elite Daily. And I just think, the porn's not going to get made. That was the end of it. And then about a year later, a friend of mine's like, I just got hired to write the music for your porn. And I'm like, I didn't know they were making it. So I call the guy, and he goes, we've been emailing you. And I go, my emails are shut off because they fired everybody. And he goes, we've also been tweeting at you. But I was not getting any of those text messages, those tweets. And my name is Eitan Levine. So that means that he was tweeting at a random Eitan, just like,
That's
we're
amazing.
making
We have
your
your
porn.
And that Eitan was like, hell yeah.
He was like, that Eitan was probably a rabbi from Minnesota that was like, Miriam, I don't know what he's talking
he has
about.
serious porn fantasies.
He
that
had
guy.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Did your like parents like watch it?
So it was for this documentary thing, and then the first scene of it was I call my mom and I tell her, and she goes, your sisters are Orthodox Jews. They will never get married. I would rather you join ISIS than do this to me. Swear to God. Swear to God.
I think we have the same mother.
Yeah, exactly. I think she reflected the anxiety of an entire community.
By the way, that is
Yeah,
the
they
most
will
Jewish
never
response.
get
Isn't like,
married.
I don't
You'll
like this
never-
thing you did. It's
No.
think of your sisters.
Yeah, literally.
They're not gonna get a shit
You're
up.
so
I
selfish.
swear to God, yeah. She was like, "This is you have 2 Orthodox Jewish. They will never get married. We are an Orthodox Jewish family."
they get
You should be like,
married?
Mom,
Yeah,
you're
they're
really
both
crimping my
married.
style
Yeah.
here. This is my shining moment. I want a porn Oscar.
Yeah. Well, then she got annoyed because the award when I got it is 2 like bodies hugging. Basically, it's really nice award.
Is
Wholesome.
it
It's
like,
like-
nudity?
It's very modern arty where it's like imagine 2 blobs that kind of look like humans hugging, and then when I got the awards, they were angry at it. I was like, "What are you talking?" I named it Wayne and Irene Levine, and they were like, "Please don't do this to us."
Yeah.
And
Nice.
yeah, that was.
And now it's in their house.
It's in my house. They would never. My mom would torch it. My
Where
mom
do your parents
hated
live?
it.
Oh, they live in New Jersey.
They live in Jersey.
Where
yeah,
in
yeah.
Jersey?
Springfield, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of it.
Not Teaneck?
No, not Tina. I wish. There was a video that was going viral of a bunch of like Hasidic kids on yeshiva break at a Cubs game. And it was like, hey, can you tell who's yeshivish? And it's just like, that sits us out or whatever.
They wear white
like,
polo shirts.
Cubs. Yeah.
And a Yankees hat with their
They
pants tucked
love
up.
baseball.
Love it.
Yeshivish people.
I feel like
it.
Jews and Republicans are
seen
the only people who like baseball anymore.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, with the pitch count, they're hoping to get Muslim people on board. Other religions. I think that Mormons are coming on board.
Yeah, Mormons are coming on board.
Just all the most extreme versions of
I think baseball is so boring, and we need
they have nothing else to do.
They got baseball's a great
Bible and baseball.
Oh man, I'm into
New
that.
podcast.
I think that
Bibles and baseball.
Yeah.
Are you a sports person, by the way?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I want Eitan to tell us about his sports.
What do you want me to? Anything
You're
specifically?
a big sports person.
Yeah.
You strike me as a hockey person.
Let me ask you an emotional question about sports. What meaning does it bring to your life?
It's an unfair question.
Wow.
No, because I
just started crying.
It's a real question.
What do you like?
Comedy.
What kind? Like sitcom? Like stand up? Like
stand up.
Stand up.
I like stand up.
Is there like any comics that you like follow their like careers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where it occupies in my mind. Where
But for you, it's like players.
Yeah, I follow. I mean, the teams. It's like you follow the identity of a team. I mean, listen. I'm not a stat guy. I'm just not. Like, I will not be able to tell you like all that stuff. But it's a lot of drama. Like these players, athletes. There's a lot of drama and stuff like that.
So it's like your version of the Kardashians.
I used to cover the Kardashians. I think it literally scratches the same thing in my brain.
Yeah.
I used to write 5 articles about the Kardashians every day when I was at Elite Daily with the porn stuff.
Was that torturous, or did you enjoy it?
Absolutely loved
So
it.
What did you
know
enjoy
more about
about
the
that?
Kardashians than both of us.
Guaranteed. Can I blow your mind?
Yeah.
Please.
Ready? I feel like I'm also talking way too much.
Well, you're the guest.
Yeah.
Okay, Eitan, that's your
Go
job.
off, King.
Everything bad that happened for the Kardashians. And I will say, let me tell you, everything I'm about to say, I stopped following this like probably right before the pandemic. So, and when the Kardashians went off air, so I don't know like what if it applies now. But when I was following this stuff, everything bad that happened to the Kardashians happened in the last week of September, or the first 2 weeks of October for 7 years in a row. Like absolutely nude leaks, like divorces, cheating video, pregnancy announcements, like nude leaks, all in last week of September, first 2 weeks of October. Second thing.
Why?
Because
Succus?
Because of succus.
It couldn't be anything else. It has to be succus.
That's the only thing that happens.
The issue is that Kris doesn't believe in an Erev Shield, so she wasn't able to do it. It had to do with, I think, because it was like if you put all of the negative stuff that happened in a 3-week spin, then you would have a year's worth of material to have the entire Kardashian season kind of play out. Which plays in the second thing. There are never more than 2 Kardashians ever trending at once. We used to go into the Google Trends and you would see when Khloe would stop trending, Kim would trend. When Kylie would stop trending, Kendall would trend. It was only 2 of them at any given point. And it was all because Kris Jenner was like, it wasn't that she's controlling the family, but she definitely was controlling the flow of information out of the family in a very specific way. So that was the stuff that I used to kind of like.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
That'll make for a great clip too.
Listen. Yeah.
You're just looking at the data.
That's some sexy data about the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah. Listen, facts don't care about your feelings. Ben Shapiro.
I bet Ben Shapiro watches the Kardashians.
Oh, he's got
I bet Ben Shapiro watches this podcast.
Oh, he's got
Ben Shapiro, please come on the Yenta podcast.
There's a better
Ben
chance
Shapiro's
of him
wife.
watching this than a lot of other podcasts. He'd be like,
Yeah.
a Jew.
Yeah.
Oh, a Jew.
Ben Shapiro, the original Yenta.
My favorite podcast is Yenta. That's my Ben Shapiro.
Spot on.
I'm Ben Shapiro. My wife's never wet. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
God, that guy sucks.
Did you watch him do wet ass pussy?
You know what I watched him do? Destroy college students.
Destroy liberal cries.
Yeah.
I remember that was like the
My
death
brother
of YouTube.
loves him.
That was the beginning of the
terrible
death
taste
of YouTube. Was like when we started that editing style. Like, pew, 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 pew.
He should not.
But it does well.
I don't understand the how he is allowed to wear a yarmulke and say the stuff that he said. This is what I don't fully understand. Is that like there's no way that halacha allows you to go and talk negatively about anyone which is what I don't like. How did a rabbi not say?
That's how.
Like, wear a baseball hat.
Like,
just like an Orthodox Jew at a Cubs
He's
game.
bigger than a rabbi, though. He's an individual citizen. Like, maybe the rabbis are anti him.
No, it's that Judaism is a tool. Our religion is a tool, just like anything else. And you can have shitty people use religion to hurt people.
Yeah.
And you can have good people use religion to make the world better. And I feel the same way about Instagram.
Yeah, but then a rabbi should say, like, someone.
I'm sure there have been rabbis, but I will say that I think most Orthodox people agree with everything he's saying.
But it's like, but he's still mean about it. You know, like, even if you agree,
that's
but
a very good point.
Be very mean.
No, I like that point a lot.
But they don't. I don't think that they like the meanness.
Like,
I think
they don't like the meanness.
Yeah, like I think that it fundamentally doesn't like vibe with in my mind. Where like I don't see how you can feel. I get it. You want to hate the gays, fine. Like, that's your prerogative.
Totally chill.
You don't have to like act out on it.
Cool,
that's like definitely not part of it. But like the way that he goes about it is not halachic.
Do you think he hates gays or trans people?
Everybody, absolutely everybody. But there's no rule that you're allowed to be mean to anyone.
I know.
Trans.
Well, I think Orthodox. I mean, okay, I can't speak for all Orthodox people, but I know a lot of them that really do believe that their job is to be mean about it until people come to your opinion. And they actually think that they're doing like a mitzvah
to be mean
by being mean.
See, that's the issue.
Because
that's such a,
I agree, but I think just like anything can be super distorted to be a dick.
Yeah,
that's really sad. That's sad. I think that your point is really good. That it's like, it's not even about whether you're right or wrong. Like, on a basic level, like the way you give over information, if you're mean about it, you're already flying in the face of Judaism, what Judaism's about.
Yeah.
And it's weird how the Orthodox world did kind of get co-opted by like the Ben Shapiros and like Trump.
It was
Trump is a great example.
It
was like Trump was pro-Israel. I understand why from Jew would be like, listen, I got to vote for Trump. Yeah. But you don't have to like him.
No,
like,
the tone.
His tone is horrendous. Like, that's not a mensch. That's not a mensch.
No, Jewish WhatsApp changed with Trump. Like, it's I'm not even just like it became mean.
Is there a WhatsApp? I'm not in it.
All the family chats.
All the family chats. I'm telling you, like,
every family chat has one liberal cousin that's like trying to fight the like fascism and the like hatred. It's crazy.
But there was like a distinct change where the community got mean. And I think that since Trump has been out, there has been a little bit of a. It's been getting a little bit better, I will say. I think that because I think that they lost their thing that gave them a justification to vocalize the stuff that they were vocalizing in the way they were vocalizing it. The question is, though, like what happens next time? This is going to happen. You know, whether it's
he's
the next
run
election.
Again.
You know, one of the biggest anti-left.
And it's not even him. I mean, like if it was, let's say DeSantis
yeah.
like whatever.
But now it's just the playbook.
Yeah,
it's just to be the most extreme asshole you can be and get the most media attention.
But will that negative energy and that negative vibe and the way to go about it, will that come back in the Jewish community? Because I do think the Orthodox community, you guys, like I will,
my religious fans are all Orthodox.
Like I don't know who's why, but like the Orthodox, like the Orthodox community, their tone changed. Like it was politics. The Orthodox community never liked gay people. They never liked black people. They never liked all these people, but they weren't vicious and mic droppy and fucking burn and like that was
just
just
like
not
the internet
there.
And Ben Shapiro style in
and
general.
They fell into it immediately in such a profound way that ruined the community. It ruined the community that I think. The damage will ever be. Have you been
a part of like a really bad chat? Like you're talking from like some real experience here. You're in the trenches.
You know what the bad chat was? Living in it, fucking for years. Like we all lived in it. We all fucking dealt with our very close friends, who all of a sudden were meme lords. We all dealt with
edgelords. Everyone became edgelords.
When did you leave and then come back?
Well, I'd say that I grew up I grew up doing all of it, and then I went to yeshiva and stuff like that. Yeshiva University. After yeshiva university, I'd say about 3 years after yeshiva university, I was very much like, "Fuck this! I'm not here anymore."
But you were from the whole yeshiva university.
I mean, it was a progression over time. Like I definitely was a Shabbos kosher celibacy was like the 3 pillars that I was not willing to transgress.
Whoa!
And then when I was about 25, 26, I was like done with it. And then, I shoved it completely off probably until about 28, 29. And then started to find my own ways back into it. But I found ways back into it. I wasn't telling anybody. Like I was putting on tefillin most days.
Wow.
Didn't tell anyone. But I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want.
Because it wasn't about them.
The communal element was the thing that sucked. Like I felt bad in the community. I felt very not smart, very not like relevant. I didn't feel like I had a purpose in the community. Like all those things that if you don't fit in, you're just kind of flailing around, like grasping for a purpose in this community that's just not there. So it took getting out of the community and, removing myself from the community to find my own organic ways back into Judaism. And then ironically, when I became very viral on TikTok, it shoved it in my way.
Yeah.
But
now you have to be Jewish.
But in a different way, I controlled it all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden, like the way that I was processing Judaism and the things that I thought were funny and the stuff that I thought was right, all of a sudden people agreed with me en masse.
Well, because now you're owning
Yeah.
the Judaism and you're also spreading it in your way. And you're not listening to some bullshit way that people are telling you that you're supposed to be Jewish like this. Hell yeah. I feel like I'm doing that too, which is so empowering.
You have a following. How's that been going?
Baby following.
What was your journey? Did you ever jump out for a bit and come back in?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like right now I'm in the journey of coming back a little bit. And figuring out how my Judaism is right for me.
What specific? Anything?
Definitely Shabbos.
Okay.
Some kosher.
Okay.
But like I love the community now. And just like finding, also just like learning Torah, but in a chill, queer way. Not in the way that's like the way I learned it, which is just the rabbis telling you that you're supposed to do this and you have to do it and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, podcasts have been great. Podcasts have been like...
What are your, like Torah podcasts?
Yeah. I
What
really
do
like... Oh my God, that's so funny. I literally listen to them every week. The Josh Molina, Rabbi Shira one. It's funny.
Shout out.
You know what's funny? It's that I remember the log line and I offhand cannot remember the title of it, but I literally listen to it every week.
Podcast.
It's a Torah podcast.
I've been looking for a Torah
Hidden
podcast.
text,
it's a comedy or it's straight up Torah?
It's both. I think they're very funny and they digest Torah in a very good way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Hidden text.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Does someone have a phone? This is going to kill me.
Yeah, go for it.
And then also Unorthodox, I love. Unorthodox, the podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that
is
was
that
a
about
podcast.
the show?
It's
or-
tablet. No, it's not about the show. It predates the show.
It predates the show.
Google Josh Molina.
Josh Molina.
Podcast.
Okay. How to spell Molina?
Yeah, Malina. From the West
Do you
Wing.
know a stand-up who has Orthodox ties? Moshe Kasher.
Yeah, Moshe Kasher.
Had a podcast, I think, with his Orthodox rabbi brother.
No.
I know his rabbi brother in LA.
Yeah?
He's the rabbi of Ikar.
Oh.
Okay.
A shul that I go to in LA.
That's
and
really
I also
cool.
saw Moshe Kasher at the Improv recently.
Do you know Moshe Kasher's story with the dad and Mordechai ben David?
No.
Okay, so
Please say this.
So
I think this is my
Jewy.
favorite. This is probably my favorite story.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I heard this story. I swear to God, when he was on Pete Holmes' podcast. And,
That's amazing. It's called Chutzpah, by the way.
Chutzpah. That's what it is. Chutzpah.
That's
Great
what it
podcast. Chutzpah and Unorthodox. I thought were great.
I'm gonna listen both.
Also, there was another one. Tablet, I think, has incredible podcasts. There's Dead Jews. I thought was a great podcast by Tablet as well about just like society's obsession with dead Jews. Which is great, absolutely great.
Oh
They vocalized a thing that I actually had an issue with was Schindler's List. I think it's not a good movie, and they agreed because I was like, "This is just Jews getting the shit kicked out of us for a couple."
That's every Holocaust movie.
Not
Basically.
Munich.
I don't know that one.
Glorious Bastards.
Glory. But the
love
issue
that
is that
movie.
Schindler's List, the hero is a Nazi. And the Jews they're not sentient. They're kind of like just getting killed. And then this guy finds his consciousness. And then Marsha Belsky, who's hilarious. I one time saw her joking about it. And she says that there's not
She
need to
says
be
the tampon song.
1,000 tampons. She has a joke about how you didn't need to have that many boobs in the Holocaust movie. Just like
I don't remember the boobs in the Holocaust.
Oh, they're everywhere, dude.
I have to rewatch
It's really
it
good.
now.
The Moshe Kasher story is that Moshe Kasher's father was deaf, and father dies young. And they're in. His father was very, very religious. His mother was not. So he would spend his summers in fucking New Square or something. So they're at Shiva for his dead dad. His dad had died days before, and the father was deaf. And one of the father's best friends was also deaf. And the father, for some reason, also knew Mordechai ben David. So Mordechai ben David.
Is that a rabbi?
Mordechai ben David was a very famous singer.
Oh.
MDB.
He's like the
MBD.
guy for like yeshivish music.
Yeah.
He's like the man.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of it. Did he do Shabbat? So sorry.
It's also funny because I one time saw him do a concert and he was literally like guys, I have a new song, Aleinu, shit like so Moshe Kasher, his father dies, father's deaf. Mordechai ben David walks in and he goes, "Okay, guys, let's have a minyan." And then Mordechai ben David points to the deaf friend and goes, "The deaf guy doesn't count."
What?
Wow.
That's fucked.
Yeah, and
Is that true?
No, it's not true. Of course, deaf people count in minyanim.
You never know.
Yeah,
The way the rabbis are throwing out these rules.
it's just
It's a new
Yeah,
thing.
that kind of sounds like it would be true.
It totally does.
Yeah.
It's a kind of thing you say if you want to be an asshole. Like
Yeah. And it works.
The way the Moshe Kasher phrased it was like, I'm in the shiva for my deaf dad's and this guy comes in, and then he also said in the podcast, and this is the first story in his book, and he was like, in that moment I knew I was kind of like sad because my dad had died. I didn't really say anything, but I knew from that day forward that if I ever became famous and I ever wrote a book, I would let everyone know how big of a dick Mordechai ben David.
Wow.
Okay. I think we should transition to secrets.
Yes.
Because we've been shooting this shit for a minute.
Yes.
do it.
It's been a good shoot shit.
Shoot shit. Okay.
So much shit has been shot.
Zach, you go first.
Oh, wow. Okay. Just like that, huh?
Yes. I nominate
All right.
you.
Well, yeah. So you caught me off guard like a few hours ago. You told me I had to have a secret.
Yes.
So this is the first thing that popped
I
into my
said the
head.
dirtiest secret
And
that you have to say
It's
it.
kind of horny, but I'm going to say
Is it? So this is about personal stuff, or is it just in the world?
It could be anything.
I don't have anyone else's secrets. So, but yeah, I don't think I've told too many people this, so might as well tell it to a bunch of strangers. So when I was in yeshiva, I was in a like dormitory yeshiva called Witz, which is part of Chavetz Chaim, whatever, in Milwaukee. In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yo, Wits! That's so
Don't tell
funny.
me that. Witz
Yeah, I
connections?
know Wits.
Witz.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Rabbi Chaplowitz. So we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I want to hear that. Yeah, so I'm like in 10th grade, 11th grade. I'm about as horny as I'm ever going to be in my entire life. There's no girls around. You're in yeshiva, you're in dorms with only men, and it's just like smartphones. Like basically, you didn't see tits. They didn't exist, and you wanted to. And it was Thanksgiving, and there was a college down the street that guys used to go to on threat of being suspended if the rabbis ever caught you there. It's a non-Jewish college. You can't be there. UWM, University of Wisconsin-Madison. But it was Thanksgiving, and me and this kid, Shmoo, I still remember, we went there, and we're like, hey, it's mad boring. We have off from English. Let's just go to college and see if we can get into the building because no one's going to be there. And we can
look
just
at women?
No. We just go on the computers.
Oh.
And we go on the computers. We were like, oh, internet access.
Prefaced it to be like, we've never seen tits. So we have to go into the building.
No. Listen, and also, it's so funny because UW, Matt, that's the blondest fucking college. That's the most
So
goyish.
non-Jewish.
By the way,
These little schmeggy Jews.
do you know what that did
Bunch
to
of
me?
Ava Brauns.
To live next to like 30,000 like 20-year-old girls in Lululemon leggings, like that looked like they were just Midwest, like it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was terrible at the same time. Anyways, we go there. The place is locked.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking Thanksgiving. So you can't get it. There's no, it's
So
no
you
one on
tried
ground.
to sneak into UW-Madison to go on the computer?
No, we did because
Okay.
Shmoo was like, wait a second. I know that the door is broken to the law building. We go to the law building. Lo and behold, the door's broken. It doesn't lock. We get in. Like, we're like, are we going to set off like an alarm or something? It's like lights off. And we find a classroom. And then I tell Shmoo, like, get out of here. And he goes and he fucks off and finds a different classroom. And then we just look back at each other right before he leaves the room. And we're like, hey, we're going to spend an hour here? Just knock before you come in. And, so I did a little YouTubing. I eased into it. I did a little YouTubing. I was bored. But then eventually it was like, Pornhub, let's go. I watched porn in an empty like from the projector computer,
I'm
looking out into the whole fucking hall. It was a lecture hall. There was like stands, and I was like, ta-da! I want to say not.
And
my
that was your
fap, but
first time jacking off.
No, I was a seasoned professional by then, but it was my proudest fap.
Wow,
That's really impressive.
wow. You know what's kind of funny? Not gonna lie, my secret was very similar to that secret.
All the bros.
Two horny Jews.
You guys are the first bros I'm having on the podcast.
Wait, that's crazy. That's so funny. That's so funny because like. There's no way that that's beneficial. Like when they're going out there and preventing like Hasidic kids or boys from like just acknowledging the internet or whatever. Yeah. This is what it causes.
It backfires like a bitch.
Straight to Pornhub.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not even gonna. The pod could take a different turn if we get into what I think the social engineering of young men. This happens to be more of. There's plenty of issues with young women, but this is an issue with young men in the yeshiva world. It's just like. Yeah. The guilt and shame over your masturbation, sexuality.
This and Percocet are the two.
Perp? That was a thing?
Are you kidding me?
In
the drug problems?
Not in my world.
You didn't have drug problems in your?
Oh, everyone smoked weed, but like fucking perks?
I mean.
Wow.
Really?
Me, no.
Your yeshiva was cooler than mine.
No, I'm talking about the community in general.
Your community was cooler than mine.
No, they had.
You know, Coke's a big thing. In like
really?
Flatbush, like the like moneyed like Jew, like 5 towns.
That's funny.
Come on, they own real estate companies. They're gonna do some
big
coke.
drug problems in the Brooklyn community.
Oh, for sure.
There's massive like drug problems.
But everyone, who the fuck doesn't have a? If it's 2023, you don't have a drug problem. Like, get on board.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm on melatonin right now. All right, here we go. Is that what my?
Wait, I have another question about.
Sure.
I want to know more about the way boys are trained in Judaism.
Okay.
I feel like that's hot.
Well, it's not hot. It's honestly like I'm still talking about in therapy. Like just the amount of guilt and basically you're told that you can never ever masturbate because it's like one of the worst of errors. Yeah. And I happened to go to one of these yeshivas that was like more chill about it, where they like didn't say that stuff, and like they were more like. Pragmatic. They were like, hey, how can we lower your number? Like, I literally had a meeting in 11th grade with a rabbi. No. First time ever meeting with him in private. And he was like, how many times a week?
No!
I swear to God. Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what?
crazy.
And he was like, let's get those numbers down.
Oh my
And he was
God.
like earnest about it. He was like, I'm here to help you.
Wait, that's such an inappropriate question also.
That's real.
Yes.
Dude,
That is
that's
absolutely
really
wild.
intense.
Agree.
And that was in the light yeshiva.
Well, you know what's crazy though is to me, in my mind, that never even crossed my mind. That
How could
you
it?
shouldn't be asking that. I was just like, thank you for helping me get closer to God by not touching my penis. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. That's
That's
bananas.
that's a great secret.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, when I was in JEC, there was a rabbi who used to like take shots with the kids before class and stuff like that.
I'm kind
jealous.
of jealous.
The
I'm
rabbis-
jealous
It's
of
the
that.
rabbis.
I want that.
But the rabbis have like carte blanche to do this stuff.
Yeah,
to get
it's
drunk.
it's really weird.
Dude, we're in
God.
Chabad land right now. You're in Crown Heights. You know how much these guys drink with their ribbam?
Oh, totally.
I mean,
totally.
I think it's fine if you're like above drinking age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
13
were
and
doing
above.
it like in high school.
I think that
Bar mitzvah, that's it.
I think that halakhically you're allowed to drink with someone as long as you immediately ask them how many times they jerk off every week and try to help them.
That's the pipeline.
That's the wow.
I've been sitting on that one. Wow.
Whoa.
I have another thought about
Sure.
the Jewish men problem is that they train Jewish boys to think that like they're animals. And that and that's related to the
totally.
masturbation
We're
thing.
very afraid of our own desires.
Yeah, that
We're
it's
very
like
afraid of them.
Like, you're an animal if you think this, and you have to control yourself, or else you're
Yeah.
Well,
you
isn't
know.
there like a some sort of Torah something about how like man is closest to animal during 3 times, like when they're pooping, when they're eating, and when they're having sex?
I haven't heard
to be
that.
fair,
Yeah.
Well, that makes
being
sense.
animalistic during sex in
Yeah.
a controlled way where the head's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. That's good sex. You want to be an animal.
Yeah.
It is animalistic. Animals fuck. But and to be fair, also like again, I had good rebam. I had positive rebam in my life who like didn't like their message wasn't like, oh, you're an animal.
Totally,
and terrible.
totally.
I think it's
There's
the
great
fucking
rabbis.
farm. There's farm. There's books.
I know.
that
Well,
say
that's
that
what they
shit.
would tell the girls too. Is that like you have to cover up because men are animals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
that's a big
cover
one.
up
Yeah.
your elbows.
You need to protect your like us. from sinning. It wasn't even about you. It was like girls cover up because you're causing me to sin if I look.
Yeah.
And by the way, can we talk about the fact that to this day, the hottest thing, the thing that is the most erotic thing a woman could wear to me is a black pencil skirt.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
also,
I was dating someone a few months ago, and she was like, "You want me to get lingerie?" And I'm like, "Buy a pencil skirt."
Oh, that's just like your dirty fantasies. There needs that's what your next porn needs to be.
What it's going to be? It's
From
called
girls.
It's called Brooklyn Does Borough Park.
Oh my god!
And she's wearing a backwards tank top. Okay. That's what she's wearing, and Uggs, backwards tank top, Uggs.
Oh my god!
And a smile,
and a cute little headband.
Their hair's in a bun.
Oh god, the Beis Yaakov bump.
Oh,
the Beis Yaakov bump, baby.
On Wednesday, Beis Yaakov hump.
What?
The bump.
The bump.
The bump. Yeah, the Beis Yaakov bump. That's so funny. The bump and the bump.
The bump in the
Man, that's amazing. You know, if you read a book.
That person? Oh yeah. Well, I'm just because I'm still getting to know you. Were you that like
the Beis Yaakov bump?
Yeah. Did you have a Beis
No,
Yaakov
but
bump?
did you have a stage where you were like very sneeze and like wearing a uniform?
I went to MMY.
I used to ref Jewish hockey at Central. Yeah, I used to go there, and Central is the MTA girl, right? Yeah.
I didn't know they had hockey.
They have lady hockey there.
I don't know if it's a controversial opinion, but I actually think if it was done right, I actually really fuck with shidduch dating.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I knew
what does that mean?
I'm not against that. I'm not against that.
Right.
I want to talk about
What
it.
is it?
But we don't have so much time left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you
I
opened
want
up a can of worms.
It's a huge. It's a great conversation that I have actually had on this podcast. I went on a shidduch date.
You've gone on a shidduch date.
On a fake shidduch date with a woman, and I called it a shidduch date.
Oh, that's cute though.
Because I wanted it to be like we're dating for marriage.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I am looking for my wife. If you know anyone.
Hell yeah.
I want a nice Jewish wife.
What more than that do you want?
That's it.
Just Jewish.
No.
Jewish. Just Jewish.
Just Jewish.
Nice.
Lights candles, makes challah.
Okay.
No,
Are you looking for a gay woman or a straight woman?
Yeah.
Either one. I can make it work. I'll figure it out.
That's Jewish. I can make it work.
How long are you in New York for? I could set you up some of my friends.
Okay. Well, I leave Sunday.
Are you not from New York?
I'm from New York, but I live in LA now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm here just for this podcast.
Really?
Wow. Just for you, Eitan.
Yeah, it's just to have you on. I was like,
Means the world.
I need to get the Jewish or anti-Semitic guy on my podcast.
Get me Jewish or anti-Semitic guy.
Get me the Jew. Get the Jew.
I need pictures of Jewish Semitic guy.
Have you gone on a shit update?
Yeah, I went on one. It was bad.
No shit.
The issue is that when I was in the community, I was not a first round draft pick by any mom's standards.
No.
So I would get set up with people, and then it was always like
Real Nebuch cases.
Yeah, it was like I'd find out. I would do like an inch of searching, and I would be like, oh, this is someone just at a rehab. Like okay, cool. This is not a recovering alcoholic.
That's actually my type.
Yeah,
Right,
current alcoholic. Yeah.
We have both.
No, it was shit off that it was rough. It was one, and then because then I would ask them, I'd be like, why do you think? I never intended to go out with any of them, but I would kind of like humor them. I'd be like, okay, why do you think we should go out? And they're like, she's a nice girl, very nice personality,
Very
nice
sweet.
girl, very sweet girl,
Very sweet, great meetos.
What about me? Why am I going out there? He's like, sweet girl, she's very, very nice, very, very sweet. Yeah. And then 10 lines in, it would be like, listen, she's just out of a marriage.
She has a third leg.
We can't have a Kohen marry her, and
oh God,
Yeah, one time someone said, she is into weird things like you are. And then I said, what do you mean? And they go, she's a journalist.
And you were like hoping they meant butt stuff.
No, it was,
So weird.
It was not a thing.
Well, my dad died when I was younger, and when I did shit updating, yes, I had to drop
Brag.
that. Flex.
No, it's also second draft pick.
Straight up second draft pick. Now it's like every girl I'm getting set up with, so she actually had a cousin die in a fire, and then an aunt divorce. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with someone whose family's intact. Hello,
dude. When I did therapy, so I used to go to this. Now I do BetterHelp, but before I did that, I went an in-person place, and I went into the intake, which is just them sitting with you, being like, okay, let's talk. What are you looking for? And then you leave, and then a week later they tell you, oh, we got a person for you. So I do this, and then I walk into my room, and guys wearing a yarmulke, and I'm like, I fucking know why they gave you me, and at least try to hide it, dude.
That's amazing.
Don't be so obvious.
Yeah.
But did you like it?
No, he sucked. He absolutely sucked. Absolutely was terrible.
Yeah.
Because I told him I didn't like silences, and then he tried to force silences. And then in my head, I'd be like, I know what you're doing, dude. Like, I am here with... The therapist I use now, she doesn't shut up, which is great.
So you don't have to talk.
We cut each other off. It's more of an argument.
Like a Jew. Yeah, exactly. She's more Jewish.
I get to arguments with my therapist all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, we're going to do breakthroughs, but let's get to it. Come on.
That's amazing.
You want to know my
Good
secret?
for you for going to therapy.
Yeah, we all got to go to
Good.
therapy.
Baruch Hashem. Everyone should go.
Yeah.
Toxic
masculinity. No, you don't know what guys like doing, talking about ourselves. Like fucking therapy is
it's the broiest thing you can do.
Yeah.
My fucking therapist knows so much about my feelings towards the Knicks. Like it's therapy's different.
Really
I'm sure she's loving it every time you're talking about it.
Any breakthroughs with your next relationship?
Yeah, Josh Hart, they need to get that contract this year. And Julian, my therapist is like, so is Julius Randle still on the team? And I'm like, you trying to make me depressed? Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Shout out your therapist.
Secret?
That's awesome.
Yes, go.
Right, you ready for this?
Yes, Eitan.
This was similar to what you were talking about, by the way, is that I had a friend that at yeshiva, I'm not going to say his name because I'll respect him, but he was one of the internet administrators at Yeshiva University. So his job was keeping the internet going. He just worked in the IT internet department, right?
Sure.
After he gets the job, he finds out that one of the major parts of his job is that he's able to see everyone's screen, right?
Oh, God.
So if he was ever doing a night shift, which would be frequent, one of his jobs was every couple of minutes to go into the computer room and go, hey, we can see your screen, dude.
Oh.
And he said that it would baffle you the percentage of internet use that is porn-based in Yeshiva University. It was like, he said, I forgot the number. There's a number I'm thinking of now, and I'm like, there's no way it was 80%, but like, it was a number.
Here's where I got to ask questions.
At a certain hour.
Public computer room?
Yeah. It was in the
Who the fuck is watching
the
porn
Sims building.
in a place where someone can watch you?
Yeah, I don't know.
it was
Who's
at
watching it
night.
on a huge screen?
I was alone.
At night.
I was alone. I chose not to project it.
Yeah.
I could have.
I could have easily projected. Everyone could have seen.
I could have shared with the class, and I did not. No, who's watching porn when there's your buddies like behind you?
Well, they would wait until like 2 a.m. because the computer labs would be open at night. Because it's also... Or the more religious you get, the less you kind of pay attention to what time of day it is. Like, you can walk out at 2 a.m. and there are kids running around Williamsburg. And like, same thing in yeshiva is that like, there's 3 a.m. there's someone there, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that they would keep the computer rooms open, at all hours of the day.
And he was just catching guys watching.
Constantly. It wasn't even like occasionally. It was like every night. Every couple of minutes, I would have to go in and say, we can see your computer.
Is it weird that I'm not so surprised?
Yeah, I'm not so surprised.
These are 20-something-year-old
Yeah.
men. These are young 20s.
But in a public
men.
room?
Right, yeah, the public room does
But they
kinda-
don't realize
Yeah.
that they're, but you can like maneuver your screen so you think that no one's looking at it.
Sure.
But then what are you doing?
No, but they were like,
Are they...
this is like,
okay, I gotta ask, are they touching themselves?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's weird.
If I've never masturbated in front of them. Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
that's
really,
weird, man.
That's inappropriate.
I thought they were watching for the plot, for the, you're
Hamilton.
a writer.
Yeah.
I was surprised to find out that
Yeah, I
there's
don't know why I
with the
didn't
union.
assume they were touching themselves. I thought they were just like
You were just
watching.
watching.
Yeah,
No.
like casual
It's how I
watching.
relax.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
After a long day of studying Torah, I need
I
to
want
go.
to know what happens. Her stepbrother just came back.
One time I was watching a porn and the plot of it was like, guy comes home from Iraq or whatever, and then in the comment section someone wrote, if he is not a Marine, this is stolen valor. And
Wow.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen online.
The funniest porn comment I ever saw was when Pornhub took down like millions of their videos because, good thing, they got like audit or whatever that like there was, shit in there that shouldn't be. So they got rid of everything that wasn't like blue check, like official. But 30 million videos gone overnight, including a lot of people's saved favorites.
Oh no.
And I saw an Instagram post about it, and one comment got like 20,000 likes. It was just boners at half-mast gentlemen. That guy's a legend.
Oh my god, I love how bro-y this episode is. I told Zach, I was like, it's gonna be the Jew bro episode.
Porn is for everyone.
Yeah, what do you
No,
think
I
of the
know.
Knicks?
They got rid of
Love
3.2.
the Knicks.
Yeah.
Stacey Ross, fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it so sad that he was traded to the Cougars?
Yeah. The Cougars.
The MILFs traded him to the Cougars.
Yeah. Oh man, that was rough.
What a
That was
contract. Mark
That-
Cuban's Jewish.
No, he's
Owns the
not.
Totally.
Mavericks. Yes,
Mark
he
Cuban's
is.
Jewish?
Mark Cuban is Jewish. He doesn't talk about it that often, but he is.
No,
That was a
I
good
doesn't seem
secret.
that proud.
There you go.
So
That's a
that
good
was a secret.
That's why we kept it in.
Both the secrets were porn related
Yeah.
secret. Let me think if I have a porn related secret.
Everyone
Yeah.
kind of does, right? 'Cause
Everyone's got one.
I must, but like what?
haven't you ever had your mom like walk into a room right as you were like, oh, shut the computer? Oh,
No.
sorry.
No.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know how many computers full on destroyed.
Yeah.
Just
Massacred.
malware.
Absolutely
Through the-
massacred. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to see through like semen.
You ever go on like a site?
Got it all over the keyboard.
It was a two-pronged attack. It was a hardware software land and sea assault. It was like Normandy, but I spent the first week just bombing the coast. You know,
Yeah, because a porn sesh starts out like you're in charted territory. You're like,
Yeah.
on Pornhub, you're like, I know where I am, and then
Yeah.
something catches your eye, and then you're on some weird site that's got furry shit, and
Yeah.
you can tell on this site, you're like, my computer will never recover from this.
Yeah.
Time to buy a new one.
Yeah, I mean, there were times where like it was like, all right, we can save the data on your computer. And I'd be like, no, no.
I want this porn now.
Yeah.
Erase every cookie
Yeah.
that exists.
Not a crumb left in the whole modem. Jeez.
Modem is a word that is not Jewish that sounds like it is Jewish.
You know what else is dongle?
Yeah.
They made that word up. They could have used anything. They could have called it connector, and it would have been, you know,
No, I like dongle.
Dongle. It's an
Dongle.
annoying thing though.
dongle,
I don't like that it exists.
dongle.
What's your secret?
I'll say okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'll say my porn related secret.
You also say regular secret.
Porn.
No, I want to stay with the theme of the.
It's got to be about the Knicks and porn.
Yeah. I was like, do you guys watch porn with your partners?
I never no.
Huh, have I ever? I mean,
Have you?
I've watched Hamilton with girls
Was
I've
your-
dated.
Yeah, so this is like I was watching porn with a lover.
Oh my god,
Ooh, no, that's
Apart.
that's hot.
Yeah.
so good.
That's way healthier also.
And like I'll say I don't know what I don't want to say. Like something came up that was one of my saved things that I did not want them to see. But
What
they
was
kind
it?
of saw. I'm not going to say it on this podcast.
Is it related to sex?
How? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like
No.
you moved to screen and it was like, wow, there's a lot of 9/11 conspiracies.
It's actually Ben Shapiro. I've just been listening to him nonstop.
It's actually a deepfake Ben Shapiro 9/11 conspiracy porn.
This is tickets to the Sturgis bike rally, and
Ben Shapiro porn. I would watch that.
Oh.
Just having him
Someone at a
railed.
Shabbat meal I was at recently told me that Ben Shapiro is his like hate fuck crush.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's like so attracted to him and
Twink.
hates him.
little twink.
Yeah, I guess Ben
He
would be
does
a
have
twink.
kind of twink
Ben would be a
energy.
twink.
He has annoying twink energy.
twink.
This is the worst.
hairless little sea otter.
Oh my god, we're gonna get so much engagement on that.
This
all
impression
the,
of
all
Ben
the Ben
Shapiro.
heads.
Can we get Ben to watch this though?
You should.
Yeah.
The tagline for this podcast should be "Feelings don't care about your facts." It should be.
The
That's
Ben,
what it should be.
that's what the Ben Shapiro porn
Yeah.
title is gonna be called.
Yeah, faps don't care.
Faps don't care about
your feelings. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Ben Shapiro.
Writing that
That's
down
good.
right now.
Ben Shapiro.
Yep.
Ben Shapiro. That's the full
Bend
title.
that Shapiro.
Yeah.
The faps don't care about your feelings.
That's the best title I've ever
Ben
heard.
Shapiro.
Ben Fapiro.
Ben Shapiro. Wait.
Are you trying to make his name sexual?
Yeah.
Ben Shapinas.
Ben bleached
Ben-
asshole Shapiro.
Ben Shapinas. Faps don't care.
Ben Shapinas.
Ben
Faps don't care about your feelings. That's what I was watching, and that's what I had to turn off for my partner.
You know what it is?
Before my
the
partner's
title
out.
of it,
And
would
that's
be
where
God
we're
he
gonna-
sucks. like God he sucks.
Suck that.
Yeah.
God.
Oh no.
Okay, now we're gonna transition to.
Wait, when you get your
We got it.
Okay.
We got it.
okay.
I'll tell you guys after. We got it.
That's for the Patreon. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A bonus
I've
episode.
always wanted to say that.
Okay, we have some questions from the audience.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you what? We're gonna get your advice on the questions for both of you.
sure.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Eitan, you ready?
Okay.
Never been more ready.
Do you guys know what this means? Smidgen Yenta-ish. Yenta-ish. Smidgen Yentish.
That's the stuff.
I think it's
under
Yiddish or
foreskin.
something. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, this is a me question, but I'm gonna put it to you guys. I noticed your mom doesn't look that ultra orthodox. Did you all leave together? I'm gonna answer that, but then I'm gonna adjust it to you guys, which is that like you guys left the Orthodox community. How what's your relationship like with your mothers after that, and how do they feel about like your Judaism?
You want to go first?
I don't mind. Real quick, my mom is in a million ways the most supportive person. It happens to be in this one thing. It's been difficult for her. Like from an early age, I knew like I could basically do whatever I wanted for work, including doing something creative. I knew if I was gay, that would have been totally fine. The from thing has been hard for her.
Wow.
So
as long as you were from gay, she'd be cool
she'd be
with
cool.
it.
yeah, she would have wanted me to
Really?
be from gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's progressive and
She was
regressive.
really tough about the earring. Really threw off. Look, I had a conversation with her, and it was a productive conversation, which was basically it wasn't even about like why am I not less religious. It was just whatever I'm doing is not about you in a good way. Yeah. You didn't fail. You're a great mom. I mean, you have some issues, but you're a great mom.
Yeah.
This isn't about you. It's not. You didn't mess up.
I know.
And she did believe that. And then what I noticed is there was a slide back into kind of like don't ask, don't tell territory, where she would kind of be like, it's the 9 days, right? And I'm like, oh, you're back in the like world where I care about that. And you know what? Let it be. Mm-hmm. Let it be. Because again, she's so supportive about like everything. So it's like, this is going to take some time. But she hasn't been like yelling at me about it,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom kind of blames herself too. Which
I think parents do that.
I think it's just like a Jewish mom thing. Like her mom blames herself for everything, but also blames everyone else at the same time.
I'm gonna defend the Jews here. I think that's a human thing. I think when parents raise a kid to be like them, and then the kid comes out and just isn't fuck Christianity, fuck Muslim, fuck liberal. I'm a Republican, mom, or I'm a liberal. Like anytime your kid is not your values, you think, oh shit, I fucked up. I'm a bad parent. It's like, yeah, maybe, or maybe that's a different person.
Yeah, it's just not about you.
Yeah.
It's just not
about you. Parents, it's not about you.
We love you though.
They blame me. I could not emphasize it enough. At no point where they're like, your dad did this. Like, no, it was like, Eitan, this is your doing to a T. Yeah, no.
They weren't like, did we fail? They were like, you failed.
You fucked up.
Like
You're
the
a
don't ask, don't tell element to it, which is what it was like at a certain point. You're like, anytime we're talking about this, we get in a fight. So maybe we should just not talk about this.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I think that they would like me to be more religious. I think that they probably internally think that I am more. I think that they think I am more religious, and at the same time, I think they also know that they're lying to themselves about certain things.
They should be like celebrating. Like you just told me, you told us in this pod that you put in tefillin again. Like,
I didn't tell anyone that. They didn't hear it. No one, absolutely no one heard that. That was just for me.
Eitan's
it's
mom
for the
and dad.
pod.
Your son.
Well, I've been open about it since then.
Yeah.
But it was, it was a thing only for me that I was doing for a while, and yeah.
And how are your sisters' shidduch prospects?
Oh, well, they're both
married. So
They got
you didn't even
married.
matter.
One of them just got an American passport also, so they're bringing the kid to America, so I get to meet the kid finally.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. Look at that baby.
How old is the kid?
I'm gonna go with about maybe 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So 5,
Okay,
6
young.
Oh, are we,
Yeah,
are we
young.
from big Jewish families on this side of the couch?
I only got 2 sisters,
5. 5 kids.
It's crazy that 5's like
Including
on
you?
the smaller side.
including you.
Yeah. I'm the
That is
oldest.
small.
Yeah, it is. It is small.
It is a
In the
small
Jewish
amount.
family.
In the
it's
Jewish
small.
world, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What
like 8 or
about you?
9.
No. Well, my family was I would
You're more
consider
modern.
Kushner style.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Zach?
1 or 2, but that's because I wrecked my mom's shit when I was
Good.
born. Yeah.
Came out holding the stuff. Like, is this your?
I was like, oh, is you,
where does
you
this
need
go?
this?
Yeah.
You need this? Not anymore. I don't want siblings. No, yeah.
It's like trying to fix a car, and then you're like, if you think you fix it, and then just like, oh wait, but this cord, like this missing lug nut, what is it for?
That's like the one thing, and
Yeah.
it's like fucked up. Whole
Which
thing.
oh,
she
shit.
should be blaming you more for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of herself.
I blame.
Yeah.
You fucked her up.
Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah.
I blame.
thank you for being on this podcast.
I love that.
I really appreciate it.
We're not going to give that any context.
Underrated goat.
Eitan, where can we find you?
You can check my podcast out on dailywire.com. No. No, Jewish or Antisemitic, the podcast. Check that out on wherever you get your podcasts. Also, the TikTok, Jewish or Antisemitic, the TikTok. I perform all over the city and stuff like that. And then every day I'm on Amazon 2 to 4 p.m. Check that out. Game Breakers, baby.
Hell yeah.
We do Jews of the week. We do Jewish sports every week.
Amazing.
Yeah, so cool. But the Amazon shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Jewish
a lot of fun.
sports.
Well, we talk about Jews that are right now. Listen, the NHL. Last year's defenseman of the year was a Jewish kid from Long Island.
There you go.
The great Adam Fox.
Who knew Jews could be good at sports
They're
too?
incredible. Just hockey though. The rest of them, yeah, we could. You
The
know.
less depressed ones get good at sports, the more depressed ones become Sam Comics.
Yeah, that's very true. Adam Fox is very happy.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand.
Zach, where can we find you?
I have a new special out coming out
On Amazon.
on Amazon.
From 2 to 4.
Where can you find me? You can find me at 1090 Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn, New York, baby. Crown Heights represent.
Oh, did you dox yourself?
Holy yes, fuck it.
You can find
Send me fan mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my fans are going to be coming to you for sure, especially after that.
No, check
fat
out
bit.
the Mislabeled podcast. I am a co-host on that. And
What do you having?
check out my personal Instagram because once in a while I post dance videos.
What do you having us on? What's up?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I want to be
would love to have
mislabeled.
both
Zach,
of
you
you.
better
I'll go on
fucking have us
mislabeled.
on.
I would love to have you
I
guys
don't know
on.
if my fans will like that, but I'll go on anyway.
Why wouldn't they like mislabeled?
There's a lot of controversy
There are
around
reasons.
mislabeled.
Is there really?
Did
What
you
is
hear
this?
about this?
What's the controversy about mislabeled?
We'll tell you when we turn
I'm
the
gonna have to have
cameras
you
off.
cut. Yeah, we can't talk about that on air.
Okay, I'm at
We're a good
Ray
time. It's a
on
good
the
time.
way. It's been so awesome to have you both. It's been really
Thanks for
fun.
having me.
Honestly, like I love to just Jew out, and that's what Yenta's all about.
We like yenting.
Am I right? We're big Yentas.
Big
Okay,
Yentas.
give
You
it
know-
up for Sam Katz, producer. They're busy.
Saps don't care about
Okay,
your feelings.
goodbye.